Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. I really need to recant this statement. If you're a regular here, you might remember my tirade about how Ripple can't win an appeal for this case. Even if they tried, they would never reach the highest court in the land. We'll lose steam if this takes too long. Sure, they do that. So, what's new and what has altered since then? Judgment Day, and Judge Torres is looking stunning. Since XRP is not considered a security, its secondary market trading is unrestricted. Ripples or no ripples, it is still a commodity. Looks like the tables have turned and they can take all the time they want with this one. I'll tell you what, though, I think things are going to get much better if it does make it to higher courts, particularly the Supreme Court. Judge Torres's verdict was lawful, which is the fundamental reason. Furthermore, it is in accordance with the existing legislation, which differ from Gary Gensler's preferred version. So, in my opinion, things will improve for us even more if it does follow that path. It will be finalized, because it is a higher court. Just so you know, XRP is not a security, so we may drag our feet and take forever. And it is the official legislation. Here we have the SEC's dream settlement, which grants us all of our wishes. By eliminating any possibility of loss, no matter how small, you eliminate the deck entirely. With that hack out of the way, though, we are free to move at our own pace. So I figured I'd set the record straight on that. A great deal has transpired in a relatively brief period. Massive news, and I've been dropping hints about it for a while now, not because I have any special knowledge, but because I thought it was high time for F-assets to debut while they're still on the testnet. We can see that the technology will enable Bitcoin, XRP, and Doge, among others, to be USD trustlessly, and they're making their way to Flare networks. Making use of dApps, earning yield, and Flare smart contracts, as well as connecting to other chains. The moment to purchase white is now, and this is a large group of people. Trust me when I say that during the next bull run, the FLR token will be in high demand, and individuals will want to gain yield by delegating their vote. They'll be interested in those extra airdrops because they want to bring their idle funds, assets, and long-term savings here and earn income on those investments. If it truly does what it says it will, this will be a monster. It is encouraging to see that they are constructing this infrastructure and making headway. It appears that we are making considerable headway here. However, how long it takes him to transfer this to the main net remains to be seen. The anticipation is killing me. I wasn't a fan of their debut, as you may have guessed from being around, but things have been going smoothly ever since. We're already making great strides, and I can't wait to see what Flare can accomplish. Please share your thoughts with me once this area becomes active. I have high hopes for its success. Because of this and other factors, we require a light report so she can understand what's happening. As we can see, Polygon Labs compensated DraftKings with millions of magic tokens so that they could serve as one of the 100 validators for the Ethereum scalability protocols. You may see these transactions on chain, even though the payments were never declared. You know, it's hard to tell which collaborations are legit. Is DraftKings merely thinking about, are you saying that Polygon Labs is the chain we should use to launch our company? Does this work pay for them? At least in this instance, they were receiving compensation. I have no idea if they also enjoy Matic. This type of information, along with much more, must be made public. Oftentimes, behind-the-scenes activity is non-existent. All that's happening are fake collaborations and updates. And it's not even about the top cryptocurrencies, it's about the ones that are just starting out. What are the ways to depend on things? Again, it won't be as heavy as what we see with firms, because blockchains aren't organizations. We don't have to go that path to sort through data. Instead, we'll utilize something simpler. However, I believe that some form of transparency is necessary moving ahead, and to reiterate, it's not so much about your theory items as it is about your Bitcoins and XRP. We still need to have some broad guidelines that everyone can follow, though, because even if Apple probably won't lie in their quarterly reports, if you want your token to be traded in the US, you'll need to conduct some light reporting. I think we'll get it with a blockchain. The SEC met with them to discuss his proposed spot Bitcoin ETF, according to a breaking news report. The number of meetings we've had recently is unprecedented, I swear. Perhaps I was daydreaming or they simply failed to mention it, but this appears to be a major issue. I was beginning to wonder if this round would ever end up with a Bitcoin ET, but it appears like they're making a serious effort to iron out the kinks. The outcome of this round is uncertain. According to Mike Novogratz, the cryptocurrency market will benefit overall from the Nance settlement. He continues by saying, I believe they de-risked in a lot of ways, meaning, dealing with Nance is no longer a source of concern. Plus, Nance's top point wasn't about embezzlement. Rug pulling was not done. That sort of thing didn't happen, and no investor lost money. I've been obsessing over Nance because I was terrified CZ might resort to violence. Furthermore, a full-scale battle would ensue. Plus, the entire cryptocurrency market was unruffled by the event. An imminent issue has been this. Plus, I just informed you that the DOJ, not the SEC, was involved, and that everything was resolved really quickly. How much time CZ gets for his own personal settlement is something we don't yet know. From the viewpoint of crypto investors, though, this was a huge victory since things could have gone considerably worse. The Ethereum price might reach $28,000 according to this analysis, which estimates that BlackRock ETF approval. I'm not claiming that things can't become insane from where we are right now. Crypto, they do it really well, May. But, it's a big leap to assume that prices will increase by that much due to an ETF. We'll have to see how it unfolds. It goes up by a significant amount, but I really doubt it. People start making utterly absurd forecasts at this point. However, I can only tell you that we will witness how it unfolds. Beyond that, I do not have any predictions. Keep in mind that it's simple to make an attention-grabbing prediction. I've done it before and been wrong, not on purpose, but it has occurred. So, be cautious with this kind of stuff. I believe it is imperative that we patiently observe the progression of this bull run. We can also leave our imprints as we go. However, I would appreciate your feedback on the pricing hypothesis for this run. Must achieve a level of 28,000. It certainly isn't visible to me. I don't know how to bring this up. I have a hunch that cryptocurrency wallets and self-custody systems will be the targets of the next round of cyber attacks. There seems to be a lot going on with the ledger, and I have a feeling about it. Not to mention Trezor. Also, there are some things there that I find unpleasant. They seem to grasp the situation very well, in my opinion. And they'll want the ability to access these wallets so they can perform clawbacks and take the money. In this context, they refers to the government. Plus, big businesses will comply with government regulations rather than fight them. This is true whether the government in question is the US or another country. So, we've reached a terrifying point in our trip. Unfortunately, most of your fantastic hardware wallets only support Bitcoin. They do not support any other cryptocurrencies. Nevertheless, there will always be options for us crypto enthusiasts. However, this is something to be wary of. You gotta be on the lookout for new, strict regulations, firmware upgrades, and rule changes. We'll have to keep an eye on things to figure out how to self-custody in the future. Our savings. To my knowledge, hardware wallets are still not widely promoted here. But I believe it's typical. I truly believe they will have many standards in this area. And it is going to be their next area of concentration. Post your comments below and tell me what you think. And, of course, like and subscribe are always appreciated. See you later, bye.